Hello, my name is Zachary Roddy, and this is a quick video presentation about my app, ApptMD, that I developed for Info 476 under Laura Anderson. So basically, this is a kind of a view-for-view overview of my app from the storyboard using XCode 7 on Mac OS. Basically, the whole role of this program is to allow patients to create a login where they can either use the one they have or sign up, and then once uh, logged in, they are met with two slides of information that they can use. The first one is that they can submit an appointment form. Um, this way, they can add all the information about them, the reason for their appointment, the date they want, um, the one or two doctors that we have at the offices, and the two offices. And on the right side, we have contact information, which is the main office, and a proper map view that'll show them um, where it's located. So let's go ahead and, I guess, take a look. I'm going to minimize this real quick. Alright, so I already have it loaded up because it takes quite a bit of time to get it loaded on a virtual machine, which in itself was a interesting part of the project. I had to, since you cannot develop a iOS app on Windows, I had to set up a virtual machine with Mac. Um, Luckily, I have a friend that has the OS, so I could do it legally. And anyway, once I was able to get that all sorted, I got to work on my app, and I ended up with this. So let's just go ahead and take a look. You either can log in directly, or if you don't have an account, I can sign up here to check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and make one here. I'm going to name it ZRoddy123. That's going to be my username and password. Notice that I added confirmed password here just to make sure they do that properly and that they don't make a password that they can't remember, or if they mistype it. It's kind of standard these days, but it's also a little thing that definitely needs to be added. I just typed in a wrong password just to show you that it won't let you sign up unless the passwords are correct. But if I do fix it and things, oh, I didn't do it. Okay. There we go. So it shows that we logged in. Now it's going to ask us to log in. 1, 2, 3. If you type in the wrong password here, it'll fail. Okay, so now we're logged in. And it'll show you a welcome screen. And it shows your username just to confirm that's you. You can log out here to go back to the logout screen, or you can continue. And then it'll put us right to the form first and foremost. You can see I added a back button. You would think that that's standard, but you actually have to add the ability to hit back. You'll notice if you look back that the sign-in screen does not have that. I did that on purpose, since that's the first screen that you should technically go to. So what you could do here is you could submit an appointment form. I'm going to go ahead and do it using my information. This is the information that they said would be most viable for them to use. I went through and asked the office manager and the doctors what they thought, and this is what they wanted. I'm going to say need refills on their medication, and we're going to do 603. We're going to do a month from to. Okay, this will look good. And I'm going to see Dr. Ignacio rather than Dr. Eunice, and we're going to go to the La Plata office. When I click this, it'll go ahead, process this. So it's sending this information using some JSON code that I found like a groundwork of it online, and I definitely had to fix it up, definitely because I have so much different form here, and I had to add that. into my code, which was a very big pain actually. It took quite a while to get this going. Um, and then I also developed a simple web server. Here's what I have up here right now. I just started the web services. Um, so basically, and here's just a confirmation. My IP is just 133 locally. And basically, what this will do is it'll send it to the server, and then it'll be connected to the machine, and using a secure file transfer protocol, it'll give us some nice. Here we go. See how it just posted this new one here. It'll give us an output text. If I open this up, you'll see that it comes up with the information. I did this already before in web development class I took with Dr. Kathy Wright, sort of. At least just knowing how JSON works and how to like basically create a form using PHP and MySQL. Um, they're included with the Ubuntu server LAMP, which you can install. And using some code, you can basically have it create logins, and I had to use one to basically make a general form using like MySQL tables, which was neat. And then I had it nicely formatted as a file, which would be automatically transferred over to my computer in this shared folder. Um, and using this, now the secretaries up front can quickly see exactly what information they need to see. You see comparison. And basically it looks just kind of like the form with a nice format, and now they know exactly that I need to come in on the 3rd and I need refills. And this is my contact information, so you can contact me about it. Um, I would have liked to add integration into their system, but because of how secure electronic medical record systems are, it would be impossible for me to do that without being a developer. So that was something I would have wished, but I couldn't add it into my scope because of this. So this will have to be used on the side unless I have further knowledge and experience, which I would actually like to do if I ever have the chance. Because they could definitely use that, where it would automatically give you an appointment um, into this actual like system. So anyway, um, additionally, in the map, um, I have it set up so that it uses the Apple Maps, which will pop up, and it will automatically center itself on the main location. And I don't have 2 fingers, it's not touchscreen, so I have to click my way down in here. But it gives you an overview, no matter where you are. We have patients that come from multiple states, so I couldn't have it exactly zoomed in, so this way they can bring themselves all the way down to our current location, which is set 203 Centennial Street, with their phone and their fax. Um, and this will help them to figure out where we are. Usually, patients don't use the GPS. This is just based on what they told me. So I thought it would be nice just to give them a nice map overview. Uh, Surprisingly, a lot of things in Xcode are fairly easy at first, but any kind of customization requires coding, and very specific at that. Um, I guess I could show you the map view. So, I mean, you can add a simple map view, um, but to get it to work, you have to add specific coordinates and like delta, which is like how far away from that it is, and it's actually interesting. And I also had to add like an error. That way you could just tell me what's going on. It's kind of cool. This was of course something I last added, but so yeah, this pretty cool stuff. Um, Thank you very much for checking out my video, and I hope you learned something as well. It was definitely a great experience. And I would definitely, if I ever have the chance, add more to this. It'd be a great use for both my experience and for the employers that I worked with.